Welcome to Octane Addicts TV. I'm Matt the camera guy, and if you don't already know, then you will know now that the Barnyard 400 is going to happen November 12th in South Carolina. Get those yard carts back out. We're going to do it again with Travis Bell and the Celebrity Machines crowd. So get those yard carts out, and if you want to be a part of this, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, because we are going to do a series on what exactly to bring and build a cart. We're going to test, we're going to do all kinds of stuff with these yard carts coming up soon. But today, we take a look back at an interview I did with Danny Porter talking about the time Mustang Mike hit him in the door in Cottonwood. Hope you enjoy.
Well, we went to Cottonwood and run a couple of years ago when I wrecked. Well, when I got wrecked by Mustang Mike. I just lost control and turned into me. I was on a full pass. They said it was bad, but it must have been bad, and I flipped 500 foot. That's what they said. But I was wearing a Hans device. That's what saved me. Flipped. I know I rolled 9 times, they said. But when I got out, I thought I just rolled 100 foot. And then when I looked so far where I was sitting at from where I got hit at, that's when you're like, dang, that Hans device works. Because I walked away from it. And the car's back racing 6 passes later after I fixed the front end in it. It's just the way the car is built. Safe car on the inside. So, and how you build them.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Danny Porter is Mr. Excitement around these parts, because he has had that Honda ever since I can remember, tearing up the drag strips around South Carolina. And then I got Danny Porter talking about more of that weekend in Cottonwood and how he ended up and what exactly it's like to race with JJ and the boss and be a part of that No Prep series.
When we went to Cottonwood, the car, right after I wrecked it, we fixed it, went to Greer, made 2 hits to get the car to go back straight. And then we went to Sparrow Dragway, that's where I outrun heavy. We made 1 hit, the car spun real bad. We jacked it up, took the hog head out, put a 350 gear in it, changed the gear right there on the side of the racetrack. They thought it was crazy because the car looked like junk. 7 people complained not wanting me to run down the track because the car looked so bad. They thought it was Grandpa's race car out there. That's what 7 people, other racers, said. We went out there. I guess 15, 20 cars were trying to go down the track on big tire. After we put the 350 gear in it, I made a full pass on small tire, no prep, no, just water burnout only. Made 1 full pass on small tire. Nobody else could even move that day. And then the next day we made a couple rounds, and then I outrun JJ heavy, outrun heavy on small tire, him on big tire. Well, matter of fact, that practice day, I spun out there and hit the guardrail. It shows me make a full pass, and when I go through the lights, it swings out, and the back of it hits the guardrail going through the lights. But I save it. It's a crazy video. We've been to Willie Bar back, and the next day is when I run JJ. But they thought I was done when I hit that guardrail that night. When we went up there for that race, it started raining. JJ and them, they pulled in. We made a couple hits. It started raining. It rained for 3 days, but JJ wouldn't call the race. That's one good thing about him. He won't call the race. He goes to race, he wants to put the show on for everybody. He ain't gonna call the race. We sat there for 3 or 4 days, and when it quit raining, we had the race. I wrecked, but it still was a good time. Most people call the race when it starts raining like that. They'll want to take that money and run, but he don't. He wants spectators to like what they see and come back and enjoy it. I like going to races that's paying. I mean, JJ's arm drop races, $200 to get in, to win 10 grand. Just spend a little bit of gas getting there, motel room or something. But you talking about 10 grand for 200 bucks. All you got to do is make it leave on that surface they want to run on.
My first experience with one was with Chris Becker at a local show here in Union, South Carolina, where that was actually my first experience in a no prep track where they ran the drag strip backwards. And I'm telling you, these no prep events are where it's at, and they are very exciting to see. Stay tuned for next week. We will have a rules meeting that will apply to not only the Backyard 400 coming up April 22nd in 2023, but the Barnyard 400 coming this November 12th in South Carolina. So we will have a rules meeting for that on what's legal and what to bring and what not to bring. And they will change a little, just some stuff we've learned from the Backyard 400 that we are not going to allow from here on out. So stay tuned for that. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Check out SRI, Ultimate Show Glow, Celebrity Machines. They do it all. They make it happen. See you next week.